This is your boy EC22, the Fair with the Fair channel. Listen, hey, real quick, I just want to do something real fun today, right now. I know I'm kind of late getting on, dive right on into the win-loss prediction of the Cowboys. So we're going to pull it up real quick. And as you see right now, here you go. Dallas Cowboys 2023 win prediction. I got them going 11-6. So let's start out the first game. First game will be obviously week 1 against the Giants. And I kind of compared myself to what ESPN was saying in their early prediction. So week 1 versus Giant, obviously no one is picking the Cowboys to lose that game. So I got them win. ESPN got the win. I think we're even there. Week 2 against the Jets, Farrell, I got them lost and ESPN got them lost. My reasons for being, I don't know what ESPN is saying, but what my reasons are is Cowboys is a top 10 offense versus a Jets top 5 defense. And not to mention Aaron Rodgers. He seemed to own the Cowboys and quite some other teams, but I think that the Cowboys lose week 1 against the Jets with Aaron Rodgers at the helm of that offense. Moving on to week 3 versus the Cardinals. Cardinals have the worst offense and defense in the whole league. They're ranked number 32 on both sides of the field. So obviously the Cowboys will get a win, and ESPN agrees with me on that. Week number 4 versus the Patriots. Cowboys is a top 10 team, and I think it will show during this game. I think that's going to be a real good game for the Cowboys against the Patriots. I think the Cowboys are going to come out and do some damage against the Patriots. Moving on to week number 5, Cowboys versus the 49ers. Now, this is where ESPN and I myself, we disagree. I think the Cowboys will lose. ESPN think they'll win. And I said, although the 49ers may struggle with the QB position, with Brock Purdy, the defense will win the game. ESPN thinks that this will be a revenge game for the Cowboys, and that's what I've been hearing on ESPN. This is the 49ers. The 49ers has put the Cowboys out of the playoffs multiple years, and so this will be a revenge game for the Cowboys. That's why they got them winning, but I just don't think so. I think the 49er defense will win this game against the Cowboys. Moving on to week number 6 versus the Chargers. Crazy enough, the Chargers, ESPN thinks the Chargers will lose. I got them to win. And the reason why I say it's just simply Cowboys usually beat the Chargers. The last couple of years, they usually beat the Chargers. And why should this game be any different? Okay, ain't like the Chargers got any better. So I just go with that. They have a bye week number 7. So we're jumping on straight to week number 8 versus the Rams. I got them a win. Cowboys got a win. It's an easy win for the Cowboys. Rams are a bottom 5 team. So that goes without saying. The Cowboys will win that game. Moving on to week number 9 versus the Eagles. Yes, the Cowboys will lose that game. It's a home game for Philly. The defense is going to be too much for the Cowboys' run game. Dak will have to throw for over 300 yards to win this game, and he is not going to do that against that secondary for the Eagles. Cowboys will lose this game in week number 9, and ESPN agrees with me. Moving on to week number 10 versus Giants. Listen, there's nothing to say here. The Cowboys won the first game, and they're going to win this game. Like I said before, in the first one, no one is picking Cowboys to lose this game. Cowboys get the sweep over the Giants in their division. Moving on to week number 11, Cowboys versus the Panthers. This team is just trash. That's all I have to say. There's no sense in me going back and forth on that. Let's move on from that. Week number 12 versus the Commanders. Cowboys will win. The only thing the Commanders have done to their squad is adding Eric Bieniemy as an offensive coordinator. Haven't done a whole lot. So it makes no sense why the Cowboys should lose this game. I favor the Cowboys. ESPN agrees with me. Let's move on to week number 13 versus Seahawks. Okay, this is where ESPN, I differ. I believe the Cowboys will win. ESPN think there'll be a loss. And they say obviously the Seahawks is the most improved in the secondary with Witherspoon and Wolin at the cornerback spot. Then you got Quandre Diggs and Julian Love at the safety spot. Then you got Mekhi Metcalf, and then their draft pick, Jackson Smith, Najimba, whatever, as a wide receiver. And then not to add Walker is a pretty much really good running back. But with all that stuff that the Seahawks have going on, from their defensive secondary, from their 3-man threat at the wide receiver core, it's going to come down to execution between Dak and Geno Smith, and I believe Dak will outduel Geno in this one. That's why I got him a win. ESPN disagrees with me on that, and okay, that's cool. Week 14 versus Eagles, simple. The Cowboys lose. They will sweep the Cowboys in the season, and then that's just that. Since we're going anything further than that, I just believe that the Eagles just have a strong team. I will do my wins and loss prediction with the Eagles sometime this week. But that's just that. Cowboys lose this sweep, get swept this season against the Eagles. Week 15 versus the Bills. They're going to lose that game. You got McCarthy versus McDermott. I like to call it the Mac Bowl, but it is what it is, right? At this point in the season, at week 15, it's going to come down to both of these teams are going to need a win to win. There's going to be a must win for both squads. And with that being said, this is where Josh Allen usually gets it done. This is where McDermott usually coach his best games. So that's kind of how I feel about that situation there. So I got them losing. ESPN got them losing. We're moving on from that. The next game, week number 16 versus the Dolphins. Ooh, yes. I got the Cowboys losing. ESPN got the winning. Listen, this is where it gets crazy when we come down to Cowboys at this particular time of the season. It's in the month of December. Listen, the Cowboys should win this game. But like I said down here in the notes, if the Dolphins have a healthy quarterback in Tua Tagovailoa, then the Cowboys were going to have their hands full because, they got Jalen Waller. They got Tariq, the Cheetah. So it's going to be hard for the Cowboys secondary to keep up with that. And if Tua is healthy and he's throwing the ball lights out, the Dallas is going to be scrambling in that game, and they're going to lose that game. So that's just my prediction on that. Moving on to week number 17. Lions. Okay, ain't no sense of me even talking about that. Cowboys win that game. I have no notes on that. It's just simple. Cowboys win that game. They're a better team. And that same way with week number 18 with the Commanders. Cowboys sweep them as well as the Eagles. Sweep them as well as the Giants. Commanders win that game. And so there you have it, folks. Listen, Cowboys will be 11-6 through the 2023 season. I know it's kind of early. I know it feels like, hey, there is too early to tell. There's still a lot of training camps have to go on. But, hey, why not give a prediction? That's your boy C22, and I'm out. Please leave likes, comments, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Please subscribe. That's what helps grow this channel. And once again, if any of you that are either watching this right now or will watch it on rebroadcast, if you want to be a guest on this show, please hit me up in the DM. I will get your info. We will definitely get you on this show because we want all the opinions. We want all the smoke when it comes down to this podcast. Help us grow the channel. And once again, it's your boy C22, and I'm out.